case study on leadership and talent development at Bureau Veritas. And big welcome to Kathryn Dolan and Maria Rui from Bureau Veritas. What are the drivers for leadership and talent at Bureau Veritas?
So we would describe ourselves as a business to society company. So we basically support our clients around environmental protection, social responsibility, health and safety. And actually, it's about building trust with our clients, but also for the end consumers and the communities within which we work. So BV globally has got 80,000 employees and actually a very long, rich history. So we've been in existence for almost 200 years. So I think actually our ability to adapt, evolve, transform, respond to changing societal expectations is absolutely crucial to our relevance as a business. And I think therefore our leadership and talent strategy it's fundamental to how we as a business, as a services company, can adapt to that external environment.
How does that lead into your approach to your talent and leadership development?
So we are quite a diverse organisation in terms of skills, capabilities, geography, of course. So our approach is to ensure that we have very clear talent segments across both leadership, but also individual contributor roles that are deep and diversified enough to really fuel the business and support our ambition. Our main priority is actually to develop the capability in-house. So that would be our priority from that point of view. So really what we do is we identify these very clear talent segments, but obviously leadership is such a key component of that, because in order to fuel that transformation, agility, and actually make sure that BV is fulfilling its purpose, we need to make sure we have the right leadership capability.
What is the basis of your leadership interventions?
So we have created a framework which applies globally around our leadership expectations. So we have very clear leadership expectations, and then that's underpinned by leadership competencies as well. So we have 12 leadership competencies that underpin these leadership expectations.
I know that one of the key competencies is self-awareness. And so, Maria, why did the organisation select self-awareness, as one of those key competencies?
As Kathryn said, the overall framework is just one part. And we believe that understanding our strengths, our blind spots, as well our impact as leaders is the foundation for everything else. And that's why we believe that using the 360 feedback at scale is one of the pillars for our leadership development.
Okay.
We believe that self-awareness is, after all, the first step for continuous development and also key for leading others. So once we know ourselves and we find our essence, this will help us to be more authentic and more effective as a leader. This 360 feedback, the report we get and the discussions that we have with people about it is, after all, essential to build their individual development plan. For sure, that 360 feedback is bringing value at individual level, as we already mentioned, but we also believe that now we have enough data to show some trends in terms of our strengths and our gaps amongst the different levels of our leadership and talent segments that Kathryn mentioned. And we can see some organizational trends on this. This information is allowing us to target and plan much better our investment in leadership development. Actually, it's interesting to share that one of the trends that we are seeing through the 360 is there is still a gap on self-awareness.
What's been the general response as an organization to this type of feedback?
And in general, I'm feeling that people appreciate it.
We are now starting to see leaders and managers proactively come to us to say that they want to be part of or extend the 360 deployment into their regions or their scopes. So for me, this is a real tipping point, because it's not HR or us promoting it or pushing it purely as a kind of HR initiative. The business leaders themselves are really seeing the value of increasing this self-awareness and the value of the tools.
I mean, that's really a great sort of summary of what you guys have been doing. And, you know, it sounds like a really interesting journey. And I know that there's more to come, but it sounds like you've achieved a lot. Thanks again, both of you. I know you're both very busy, so I really appreciate the time you've taken. And yeah, thank you again.
Thanks a lot.